Hey everyone, Labrīt. My goodness. So London session will start. It has already started actually. First minute. So how you doing, guys? Good morning, Nick. Yo. Yeah, it will be a short session. Just let's see what's gonna happen. The opening range. Let's just observe. Let's see. The first accumulation started already. Let's see, 15, 30 minutes, what's gonna happen. We are waiting for two reaction zones. This one and this one on the comics charts. And it's right here. The first accumulation started right here. As you see, the first icebergs appeared, but that's just a sign. It's not a confirmation yet. And here on these levels, we are waiting for a short setup if the order flow will be confirmed, or even better at these levels. Today's PCI price index data coming out, guys, so market is probably going to price in today the results, the data. Yesterday I joined X9. Welcome to X9. Where are you from? Is this the first experience in trading communities? My voice is too quiet. It shouldn't be. I don't think my voice is quiet. Guys, is it quiet? If it is, tell me, please. It should be okay. It should be okay, guys. All good. So I think you need a louder phone or PC. So you can hear the music, you can hear the voice, right? Friends, you can hear everything. Latvia, Riga, beautiful. A lot of Latvians joining right now. I don't know why Latvians are so active in X9 community. Probably because I'm from Latvia, right? So guys, yeah, hectic week actually for trading gold. Hectic week. It's been choppy. Then every Asian session is just distributing downside with a selling pressure. Yeah, and now it's we're again seeing a new lows, and now we need new volume, new range, because it's so hard to actually to trade when we are again reaching new lows. And we don't have enough of volume at these levels to define what is going to happen. But so far, this is our resistance level right here. It's 40, let's say 41.05. That will be a short zone, 41, maybe 10. So it's the first short zone. Right now, I see that we have some accumulation, some buying pressure. Before the London session, it might move up to these levels. Let's see. If not, then the support level is here, 55. Let's say it will be about around 55. 40, 55, guys. All good. No, it's good. Hello, everyone, guys. So it's the first time we're streaming actually London session. I'm not a big fan of London session, but yeah, let's try it out. But we need a level, guys. We need a level. Nothing happens yet. You see the first 5 minutes, nothing happens. No huge price action, nothing. No big trades, no accumulations, no selling or buying. I don't know, maybe until the PCI data, nothing will happen. I don't know. If London session is going to be boring, I'm coming live during the New York session. We're gonna stream the data. Guys, while you're here, make sure you have opportunity to ask any questions. Bro is going to surprise us with the Asian session someday. Maybe yes. I was thinking about this. So guys, look at that. So first accumulation started. We see a passive. Look at that. We see a passive buyers coming in. That's the first London institutions are about to accumulate with a passive buying. Not yet any aggressive contracts, which means they're just buying on a limit orders. At least they're placing the walls, the first meat walls, to provide the liquidity. Asian session is the best. I mean, if you can adapt to that, yes, of course. But it's more of a thin liquidity area, not enough volume. It means more manipulative, but at the same time, maybe if you can adopt the Asian session, you can trade it. It depends from your trading style. Where are you? I'm here. I'm at home in Latvia, brother. Hello from Pakistan. Big fan of you. Do you trade NASDAQ? If no, why? No, I used to trade. When people ask me, do you trade this? Do you trade this? Why not? Why yes? Remember, if you're gonna trade many assets, you're gonna be unprofitable. You know, it's like, I don't know, playing basketball and football. You cannot be good at both. But yeah, NASDAQ, it is possible to trade 2 or 3 assets, but not more than that. When I see people just chasing all the forex pairs, they chase all the commodities, even buying silver. What the hell? Why should you go and trade silver if you haven't been there? If you don't know how it moves, if you don't know history of it, who is accumulating, how? I don't know, why should you buy it? I mean, not buy it, but trade it. You can buy it, it's not a problem, but if you trade, forex pairs, yeah, sometimes we used to trade them, but I'm now concentrating only on crypto and mainly gold. The gold is the best asset. I don't know, what should you have something else? I mean NASDAQ is good. Yes, NASDAQ is good. Yes, futures, everything is good, yeah, but the gold is top asset. You can trade this one and follow up with all the moves, diving deep into the macro and know everything about this asset, and this will give you advantage. What's up, David? Yeah, I can see your message. Welcome. I'm just trading NASDAQ by myself, and I'm in X92 copying your setups for gold. Beautiful, Nikita, beautiful, amazing. Yeah, NASDAQ is cool. We might trade NASDAQ at some point, maybe soon, yeah. How do we read the absorptions and exhaustions on the order flow? It depends what kind of time frame you want to see. So even let me show you even this simple screen of the deep DOM, guys. How do you see the absorption? I will show you. So you see, here was a buyer, big buyer, 53 contracts. This buyer right now is being absorbed not sorry, yes, the buyer is being absorbed with aggressive selling. You see, he is right now above the price. He's a buyer and he's above the price, but he needs to be below the price, right? The buyer wants to see a higher price. That's the absorption. You see, this buyer is already being absorbed. Not much, right? Just $2 move, but he's being absorbed. And you know that someone bought here around 20 contracts, which is quite decent, but it's not still strong accumulation. But he's right now in position that he's being absorbed. He's not in good position because he's already in a loss. If he's still holding his position, he's in a loss. It means that's absorption. And more you see these of absorptions, for example, you see right here, this seller was absorbed in a hardcore mode. So he was absorbed. That's a huge seller. A lot of contracts, probably maybe 50 contracts. And look, he was absorbed because he was trying to move price lower, but the aggressive buyers pushed price up and this seller is being absorbed. And when you see a concentration of huge absorptions, that's when you call it absorption. For now, we don't have enough of volume to define something. It's just a noise right here. It's not that important, except this iceberg, which shows that we might go up to retest these levels right here, to grab that liquidity. And guys, remember, the COMEX charts and spot price, that's a different thing. Good morning, LeBron. Good morning, Rodrigo. What is that red line above? Which one? This one? That's liquidity providers. 31 contract. Someone is ready to sell there. At least that's what we see in the order book. But what's gonna happen when the price is going to reach there? We are not sure if they are going to sell. Maybe they will remove the contracts. But so far, 31 contract, that's reasonable. So I think they're gonna sell. When you're gonna give us a deep chart lesson? You're gonna have it right now. Ask anything. But yeah, this week is a launch. I'm getting prepared for this. I'm launching, creating my templates, offers, and the excellent community members, those who are active, will receive the deep charts. Spoofing, yes, Dominic. You see, you're getting smarter. Beautiful. Love to see that. Yeah, spoofing. But yeah, spoofing is something that you cannot control. Look at that. Right now, we're still providing a lot of liquidity below. So, which means we are going up, guys. If the sellers are coming in, they will be absorbed, and that will be called absorption. The more red bubbles we're gonna receive right now, and if the price is still moving up, that's an absorption and first confirmation on buy. If you wanna scalp or maybe long and chasing $15 move, but for now I can see it's a first opening range break, right? 15 minutes passed, nothing happened. So there is not enough of information actually to trade. Very boring London session so far, but let's see the next 15 minutes. Let's see the 30-minute, maybe the new volume will be formed. Hey LeBron, what's up? JCV. Lots of love from Uganda. Love you too as well. How much it costs? Deep charts with all features. It's probably in the whole bundle with a deep DOM and deep charts, and I think deep DOM is must be. You must have it. It's around $800 a year. But you need as well consider you need to buy MBO data, which costs $40 for the COMEX charts, only for the COMEX charts. So it's not a cheap, but yeah, 75 probably. It's a monthly subscription. So how do we understand? On what time frame you watching deep charts mostly? Look at that. So I'm watching many charts actually. I'm watching 15-minute time frame. This is a 5-minute time frame. And this one is 15. Now that's 1 hour time frame. And this one is the 15-minute time frame. Both. But sometimes I switch to the 5 minutes as well, guys. Can I highlight the session on the chart, please? You want to highlight session? It's just started like 15 minutes. You can see the first candles, 2 first candles. That's a London session. Now we are seeing some selling pressure, but a very small one. But now we're gonna face this wall, guys. We're gonna face this wall. When I'm gonna face the wall, we can define how strong are buyers. Look, if the absorption will happen here, and if we see the aggressive buyers tapping in, that's a first sign for breaking the range, London session range. Lessons, because when you trade order flow, you cannot watch CFD broker price. So when you see a price on Advantage, that's your CFD price. That's a spot price. Remember, you need to split the spot price and the COMEX charts price. That's where the future is being traded. You need to split both these things because you watch the price of your broker on CFD, but if you want to see what the institutions are doing, you watch the COMEX charts. The price is different, but the chart is completely being mirrored. It's the same chart actually. Do you use all time frames? No, I'm not. Do not use any 1 minute time frames. I don't use that. Hey man, one genuine question. The 1 minute scalping in level 1 is not giving results as expected. I lost it. Actually, you know, it is giving a really nice results. But if you're gonna chase all the moves, if you want to take all the trades, of course, because it's switching positions. It's algo, guys. Do not forget, if you're gonna chase all the moves, of course it will be hectic. You lost because probably execution, but yesterday someone made money. Someone was at break even. You see, the results are different, which means execution is the thing. I cannot answer anything about the algo because algo is living its own life. I'm only responsible about the manual setups. You see, for someone it's printing money, for someone it's not. It's not easy to use algo and chase all moves, guys. It's not easy. It is being hacked because it's 1 minute. It is working probably on the average price movement, some MACD, RSIs, all that thing, which I don't like actually, but sometimes it works in algorithmic way. And yeah, it's just watching the strategy and giving you a setups. How many contracts there is enough for London session? I don't know. You can actually, every London session can be different, but at some point I think 18 contracts is the start minimum that you should watch. For now, we don't see any contracts at all. Not many contracts. You see, it's just London session is so boring right now, guys. It's that actually, no volume at all. For the past 20 minutes, we had, let me tell you, 600 contracts. 600 contracts. Usually it should be at least 5,000-6,000 in 1 hour, but it seems we're gonna have only like maybe 2,000 or 3,000 max. Yeah, here it is. First seller is interacting with the passive buyers, guys. Absorption started. Well, yes, the first absorption. Price is still not moving down. Let's see if they gonna consume that wall. Let's see. I'm watching the order flow, maybe some confirmations, but for now it's not enough. Volume is very low. Not enough to define the levels. Even value area high and value area low is not that reasonable now. So guys, this is our range that we need to break and define what is going to happen. This is our range for the past 20 minutes so far. Now, either we're going down or up to retest these levels right here. If you're gonna go up at these levels, I might short at some point. The big volume will come after 40 minutes. Sometimes yes, sometimes not. Sometimes it comes in the first 20 minutes. Let me read the chat, guys. Do you want to buy a blue line? No, I don't want to buy the blue line. I'm just, that's just a level. I want to buy when there is a confirmation, brother. When there is a confirmation, I'm buying. Only because there is a blue line? Nah, that's not how I'm doing that. Thomas. Damn, it's so hard to answer the same question all the time. Again, there is a COMEX chart where we watch the institutional outflow, inflow, and there is a spot price. That's where you watch your CFD broker price on MetaTrader. Those are different charts, but the same asset and the same build. So the chart is being mirrored. Everything what is happening in the COMEX chart, right? That's where you see the heat map and the order flow. Everything what happens there is being reflected on your CFD broker price. But the price is different because the COMEX is backed by the real golds. 1-2% is backed by the real gold, and it consists of delivery, you know, it's a real commodity. That's why the price is different, guys. It's usually more expensive than CFD price on spot. You put the story of Einstein on your Insta. What was he saying? He was just giving a nice story about how the market used to work before the technology, and even before technology evolved, they were trading order flow. Yes, it was more primitive, but it wasn't order flow, not the trend lines, guys. They were watching the volume, actually. Yes, the volume profiles, everything. So the first selling pressure, but we're gonna be absorbed probably. We're gonna be absorbed. So far, the first absorption is there. Which software? That's a deep chart, deep down. That's a deep down. It's basically very similar to the book map, but in my opinion, it's better. I used to have a book map for 2.5 years almost, and I didn't like it because there was no ecosystem with the charts. It was isolated platform for just the heat map itself or the order book. But now with the deep charts, you can have one with the same indicators, with the same layout, style, everything, same tools, all in one place. That's beautiful. No, I've been with the deep charts already 4 months, but there is nothing that I could learn something new because I already know everything about the order flow. But the only thing, what you learn with the order flow always is just observing and seeing a new patterns. That's what you should develop when you already know about everything, how it works, how mechanics works behind the order flow heat map. I don't know, just I see everything, I know everything, right? I use all the indicators that I need and that's it. There is nothing new for me, but when I watch the market itself is new always. Every day it just shows you something interesting, new manipulations, new price actions, patterns, and so on, how the price is reacting in the order flow. That's something new every day, guys. What about ATS? Yes, that's a professional platform. You can use ATS. Guys, if you're gonna use the ATS or the deep charts, it doesn't mean you'll be more profitable with one platform and unprofitable with other. It's just preference. What do you like more? And that's it. I like the deep charts. I like how they look like. I love the appearance. And actually, deep charts is more friendly than the ATS or Sierra charts. It is more friendly. Not saying ICT or smart money concept can't work, but order flow gives you actual data to and confirmation to work with. Yes. I'm not a big fan of ICT, but you can use ICT with order flow. I mean, if you have your ICT levels, fair value gaps, and if there is a confirmation from order flow inside of your inefficiency, why not use it, of course. The order flow itself, guys, remember, actually the order flow is not a strategy. It's a tool that you can convert into your own strategy. So the order flow is very flexible. It is very flexible. LeBron, if a person has gained almost 100 millions from the markets, should he just leave trading? Okay, I would be happy if you could extract at least $20,000, not $100 million. Brother, this is not a question that will give you something valuable. Actually, there is no valuable answer for your question, unfortunately. How long you have been a profitable trader? I don't know. At some point, some weeks I'm unprofitable, some weeks I'm profitable. But in general, yeah, for the past 5 months, I'm always making some profits. No losses. In the long term, no losses. Yes, in short term, there are some roller coasters. That's totally normal. How much money need to deposit to join X9? I know it depends. You need to ask manager. I'm not like responsible for that actually. I have my team. I have actually more than 10 people in my team that is working with the clients, helping the content creation as well, the posts, because it's impossible to do for myself everything, guys. It's even hard to watch right now 4 or 5 charts and answering your questions and seeing the levels and watching all the numbers. It is already like overloading my head, but yeah, the people think I'm doing everything alone. It's not true. The new candle opened, 30 minutes passed, you see there is still no volume. Now, maybe that's the time to consume that liquidity. We still cannot consume it. Nothing happens, guys. You can see we are at the VWAP zone right now. So this is the zone where we should accumulate, and that's what actually probably is going to happen right now. Look at that. Institutions usually love to accumulate buying at the VWAP or below the VWAP. The below VWAP is even better territory. If the institutions are going to accumulate right here, at the point of control of today, at this extended VWAP band, I think that would be perfect buy zone actually. But they might accumulate as well here right now. That's what is going to happen probably. Let's see. At least with the passive orders. Not aggressively, but passively they're accumulating. Yeah, the consumption is happening. You see the less and less contracts here, but the aggressive sellers, no big trades, nothing. You see, there is no big trades. We don't see any like big trade bubbles. The volume is very boring. Nothing. That's why we should probably come back and stream the New York session instead of the London session. Okay, first you can see first interaction. Here it is, guys. Here it is, 41 contract, big trade appeared. Sellers came in, consumed. For now, they've been stopped. They do not add new aggressive contracts. Let's see. But the first breakout happening, you see. Now it's the first breakout. But this is, anyways, it's only first confirmation. Here is the first volume. If the price is moving down, I'm not doing anything because that's the zone where I should accumulate. Not buying anything and selling here. Not enough of volume anyways. Just only 5 months with you will be profitable. Just only 5 months, you'll be profitable. How long are you in financial markets? 15 years, maybe even more. I've been studying it for a long, actually. Okay, and the buyers stepping in as well. Some buyers, not strong one, but VWrap, not a VWrap. VWrap. That's a VWrap, guys. That's a VWrap. Not a wrap. It's not a cooking stream. How do you came up with the X9 title? Actually, I have no idea. It was just beautiful when I wrote it. X9 with all, as you did it, with all caps. It's just looking good, and that's it. The number 9 is good as well. I love 9. Number 9, beautiful. So you see, guys, selling pressure is coming in, but nothing from a big trade, nothing from a huge volume. Very simple London session. No strong confirmation. Hi bro, level new update is good. See, someone lost the level 1. Yes, it is more, I would say, systematic now. You can choose what to trade, where to trade, what to watch, what not to watch, at different time frames for the gold. What price is your LCD? What do you mean? How much it costs? My monitor? I don't know. $900 probably. How we can use VWAP on the trading view? There is an indicator. You can, let's test it out. I usually use it on deep charts only. Here it is. Volume weighted average price. So it's a volume by weight. It's a weight by volume, average price where institutions accumulated. You can turn it on, right? And that's it. Here's the VWAP. The blue zone is the middle main VWAP. Now we are moving down, you see, to extended band VWAP right here, as you see. I have a VWAP, guys, right here. I'm watching VWAP more here. That's more precise for me. VWAPs here. These bands are VWAPs. You see the yellow is the main, and this one is extended 1, extended 2, extended 3. The lower we move to the extended bands, the better it is to accumulate. And that's what I think they were gonna do. Look at that. So London session right now is distributing, and here they might accumulate at the point of control and moving up the market again. That's my thesis. That's what how I see that. I'm not saying I'm gonna predict this, but that's what I wanna see. I wanna see the accumulation below the VWAP, and then we might buy back with them. You see, no absorption for the sellers. When you ask, how do we see the absorption? No absorption for the sellers. Aggressive buyers still not that active. Now we are moving to the extended. No, you cannot start with a 0. I'm sorry. You need a capital, unfortunately. Okay, guys, let's observe the price. We can try sometimes opening range break, right? So when we saw the first breakout 30 minutes, we could go short and catch just $5-6 moves, but I don't like trading orb, right? I don't like the trading orb, and I usually looking for a counter move. Like, for example, we're gonna bounce back, then we should probably buy. Maybe here, even better here, if that's a deal. We still have some accumulation here, guys. So what is happening? Some institutions bought at this level, which suggests us that at some point we will come back to retest that price. There was an iceberg as well. Someone here accumulated. Maybe they are distributing right now. I don't know. But at some point, we still might come back here. We're exactly at the institution interest. I wouldn't say like that. We are at the zone where institutions usually accumulate, because when institutional trader is receiving an order on $500 million, his job is to buy below the VWAP, or at least at the VWAP zone. If he is buying above the VWAP, he's going to be fired at some point. This is not how the institutional traders work. Hey LeBron, warm greetings from Indonesia. I have a question about the quality of your content. Did you study filmmaking in school, college? Thanks for the answer, and I hope you have a prosperous life. Thank you, brother. Yeah, no, I was studying myself. When everyone was having parties, and yeah, at my age, 16, 15, I was filmmaking already. I was doing the filmmaking already. When there was no YouTube, I was already filming for myself a lot of stuff. So I was filmmaking for all my life, and I loved financial systems for 15 years already. So those are my both passions, guys. And both gave me a huge profits. If you do something from your heart, and if you're good at this, at some point you will be master of it, and it will give you a yield, a profit. So no matter what you're doing, like, are you an artist, trader, musician, whatever. It will bring you a lot of money if you know what you're doing. So selling pressure is continuing. Is it possible to become a profitable trader if only learn from YouTube, or do you have to go to the college to become profitable? No. The college won't make you profitable. Come on, especially in trading. There is no college. You don't need a college, no. You can learn by yourself. Watch the charts, read the books, read the macro data, learn everything about macroeconomics. Learn everything about the order flow, how the price is being built, levels, how the candles work. Just start from the basics. You can start from the candles alone, just watching the price. It's like, guys, remember, trading is not something that can be adopted fast. For example, can you be a professional Counter-Strike player just playing 30 days? First, you haven't been playing Counter-Strike, and you came and you started to play it. First, your week, then month. You won't be a professional trader. You need at least 1, 2, 3 years. Same for trading. You cannot just learn the strategy, come in and I'm good at the trading. No, you cannot. Where did you spend your childhood? In Latvia. Ukraine and Latvia. My mom is Ukrainian. Okay, guys, look at that. Absorption. First seller absorption. That's a first sign for accumulation. Now I'm saying that's what London session loves to do. They're bouncing down, grabbing liquidity, and now moving back to the first accumulation zone. Probably. Let's see if that's true. Let's see if that's true. Because the first opening break of this range might be fake. And now you see this is absorption. The sellers are getting absorbed really hard. And look at the order flow right here. Beautiful. Huge absorption. These imbalances are being absorbed. And you see, look at that. The volume down. For example, we see aggressive sellers coming in at the bottom of this wick, but no aggressive buyers, which means buyers were passively absorbing. It's a real absorption. That's a first absorption sign, guys. So here it is. Here it is. Let's see. If there will be enough of aggressive buyers, like now you see the buyers are stepping in, not strong enough yet, but yeah, they might move the next candle probably back. Let's see. Yes, beautiful. Goldie, can you tell me where are you from and what do you know about ICT? Do you trade ICT? Now that's accumulation, guys. Again, that's an accumulation. Beautiful. Okay, sellers, aggressive sellers coming in back. They're coming in back, retesting. We need more green bubbles. If there will be more green bubbles, it's another one confirmation. So what is happening? This is our defense level right now. This is our defense level. This absorption and some aggressive buyers are now defending this level. Will they continue to do that or not? That's our observation. That's how the order flow works, guys. You mark this territory and you just sit and watch patiently, not rushing things ahead. If that's not true, if the buyers are not strong, we do not buy, right? For now, we absorb some sellers. Никита, no, it's actually 90 это зрителей очень много. У меня YouTube не активный. Я же в Инстаграме больше оперирую, поэтому 90 зрителей это очень много на самом деле. Я рад. Да, если я буду стримить чаще, будет 200, будет 300, это уже другой уровень. Но у нас канал, там 2-3 видео на YouTube всего лишь, поэтому... Yeah. Hey LeBron, why do you say institutions should accumulate below the VWAP for buys and above the VWAP for sells? Yes, that's true. They do that because that's how the institutional traders work. That's an average fair price for the session or for the day. They don't want to risk buy at the worst price because they don't know. They can be trapped. And VWAP is showing where is best to accumulate. That's it. That's institutional actually tool. That's not a retailer tool. VWAP is the institutional tool. That's the only indicator from all the indicators that you know, guys. From the all indicators that you know, on a trading view, VWAP is the only one respected by institutions. That's it. No MACD, no RSI, no that BS. The only VWAP, and that you can check it out in a Google. Just write VWAP, why institution respect that level, and you will know that. Again, guys, the first green candle opened, 15-minute candle opened, and that's a buy signal for now. That's a buy signal. That's a buy signal. And you see the order flow, how it's showing, where is the level. Now this is a defense level. If you wouldn't have the order flow and heat map, you don't know actually what is happening here. You don't know how strong is the absorption, right? But there was a first sign of absorption. New candle open, again, new buyers reloading contracts, moving price up. And I told you, here's the first accumulation. When some huge institution placing first accumulation, there was an iceberg, guys, and here's this iceberg. Let me show you. You see that iceberg? Look at that iceberg. Now they're moving back to that iceberg, probably because someone accumulating here, they want to move price back to close that contract, probably. That's why we see the first absorption. That's why we never trade the first opening range break. People love to do, oh, it's it, that's it. Let's short the market, right? And then they get trapped here if they are chasing a bigger move, right? Now we are bouncing back. That's what actually I all predict in this session, in this live session. Everything what we said is being predicted right now, and only order flow can show you that. Now, if you didn't have this iceberg information, you wouldn't consider that this is accumulation zone as well, right? Because you don't know, it's selling zone, but no, there was accumulation as well. There was a buying contracts on the limit orders by the icebergs. And that's why we are seeing bounce back right now. The question is how far we're gonna go. How long does it take to become a profitable trader? It depends from person. I would say years and years. Not months. You cannot be profitable by your own vision and strategy. If you're gonna learn the strategy in a few months, you won't be profitable. I'm just saying, it's just impossible. You need years, guys. I know you won't probably love to hear that, but that's what gurus say. You all just learn this strategy, you're gonna be profitable. No, you won't be profitable, even probably in a whole year. You will blow up your accounts. 99% people, yes, 99, not 98, guys, 99 will lose the money, even if they will learn the strategy, because it requires a lot of time. Okay, just ask yourself a question. You want to be a boxer, and you ask me how long it takes to be a professional boxer. Do you think you will come into the boxing ring in 2-3 months and you'll be a champion? Why you don't apply the same thing in trading? Why? I don't get it. How you can learn the order flow and the book map? Just join the X9 community and you will learn. We're trading together. Yes, the risk management, the ultimate edge. If you're gonna master the risk management, you will stay long enough in this game to see profits. Yes. The risk management tool is that keeps you on the flow, keeps you in just being in the markets long as possible. Can you define what actually is iceberg order? Ricky, where are you from? So the iceberg order, that's a manipulation order from institutions. That's when they reload the passive orders. We didn't see these orders in an order book. For example, let's see. You see, here's the 15 contracts. If the price is reaching that level, someone might add 40 contracts instantly. It means he didn't want to get the exposure and he added contracts only when the price reached that. That's been called iceberg, and this is institutional manipulational tool. Now we see passive liquidity. If we're gonna break this passive liquidity, move down, so these absorbers are being failed. I flipped $30 into 200 and I lost live and lost it. In last life and lost it. Yes, because you made more than 700%, brother. It's a gambling. Okay, now moving down with the selling pressure, but still no aggressive sellers. Yes, we have sellers, but not that aggressive. Let's see. Next zone for accumulation is this one or this one. I would wait for the 4,055. So let's see if we're gonna break that defense. No big trades, guys. You see, there is no big trades, which is not good for trading. I love to see more volume, more big trades, and then there will be a bigger confirmation for shorting or longing the market. Now there is nothing. There's small contracts, very small contracts in the London session. First hour, YouTube link. Okay, we are breaking. Let me see. We are breaking. We moved back to the same level where defense was. Let's see how many aggressive sellers are going to interact with the passive buyers. Will this absorption continue or not? No, you don't enter anything right now. I don't enter anything. I'm just observing the price. First 30, 40, 50 minutes, I just want to see what is happening, and only then I decide what to do. I never trade first movements. How much you lost in 15 years? A lot. I mean, in first 10 years, I lost a lot. But for the past 5 years, I made a lot.
Billion.
No, the iceberg is not aggressive order, guys. Market is passive order. Iceberg is passive order, guys. Remember, icebergs are only passive liquidity. VWAP is good for buying right now. Suggest the best time frame, guys. There is no best time frame. Stop it.
$1 billion.
Stop it. There is no best time frames. You need to watch all the time frames. 1 hour time frame right here, 15-minute time frame, 5-minute time frame on the heat map. Hey bro, good morning. Any idea why gold did not perform yesterday during the New York session? Yeah, it's kind of strange because probably today's PCE data, price index, and yeah, no one wants to like have big positions. But I think we're gonna start accumulating very soon. Again, small absorption happening. We're still defending this level. Oh, now the sellers are coming in. Look at that. Now the sellers are coming in. Now they are just activating only now after 1 hour. Because they have started to place the passive orders, defend. Now they are absorbing the buyers. Now this is the real move. Now this is the real move. Yeah. But still no big trades. Still no big trades. No one is like accumulating. Okay, first big trade, 19 contracts. 19 contracts. I have a strategy, fixed range volume profile with a good accuracy, but on Instagram Reels, Instagram Reels are manipulating my brain and still follow the ICT concepts. I will tell you why, because ICT is gambling, and gambling is more addictive than the order flow. Order flow requires staying patient and watching and reading the market, not just guessing. What you do as an ICT trader, you just draw one fair value gap and you just wait for the price coming to that. That's it. You don't need anything else. You just watch some order blocks, some break of structure. There's nothing interesting in ICT, but it's very addictive because it's easy to gamble. People don't need to have 5 charts. They don't need to dive deeper into the understanding of the price, how the price is being built in every candle. They just draw these boxes and trade, and they gamble. Sometimes they win, and that's why they are happy and they are getting addicted. But ICT is most unprofitable right now, the strategy. And now it's being revealed. Now it's being revealed how many people were trading 3-4 years with ICT, and they still in the long term are unprofitable. But they can show a good results on streams, yeah, sometimes, but in the long term they have nothing. They have no edge at all, because this cannot be a true strategy. It cannot be. It's just a theory. It's just like an astrology. You're just guessing the market, watching on a stars and the patterns, and that's it. Let's watch the price, guys. They're moving down, down, down. I want to see the first huge absorption. So what usually in order flow happens? When we see that sellers right now winning on a passive side, on aggressive side as well, they're trying to move price down. Okay, some bounce back, that's not significant right now. The more we move down, the more we have a potential to see a bigger absorption of these sellers, because sellers are going to be trapped at some point. For example, like here, you see, seller came in, they've been absorbed heavily right here, buying contracts accumulated passively and moved price aggressively up. That's what we are waiting for now. If the price is moving down, we are buying here. If the absorption will be there. But still, this level is still being defended. Yes, we broke below a bit, but still a lot of passive buying on this side. A lot of passive buying. This level. If you're gonna break it down, yes, we lost as buyers. Buyer side lost. Your lifestyle make me motivated and disciplined. I watch your videos every week. Thank you. Is this supply and demand good strategy? I don't know. It's if it's enough to say it is a strategy, but yeah, you can watch the supply and demand zones. Actually, supply and demand zone, it's everywhere. Like it's in the order flow as well. We can define by the order flow where is the supply and demand zone. For example, look at that. Here is the demand zone, guys. That's a demand zone. That's it. What else you need to know? When the price will come here, that's a potential demand zone where they will passively buy. And it's, yeah, it's around somewhere here. It's almost here. Not here, but yeah, somewhere here. So that's a demand zone. Here's even bigger. Look at that. This is the demand zone with 151 contracts. 200 contracts in total. Here as well, these are huge demand zones. That's it. What kind of strategy you want to know about demand? The order flow shows you everything. Where can the demand zone occur? I love your videos on your videography for job or just lifestyle clips and passion. Do you do? So yeah, thank you. I would like correct you. It's not a videography, it's cinematography. Yes, videography is something like you're running gun with a simple camera vlogging. But when we talk about the cinematography, that's when you see there's something like a movie, right? And yes, I do that almost all my life when I was young. Yes, I'm filmmaking. I'm being a filmmaker from childhood. Guys, everyone is asking strategy. Here it is. We're again defending this level, you see? Still defending. A lot of buys here. So we can assume and mark this territory that there is some aggressive buying. Just for observation purposes. Passive and aggressive buy. That's it. Passive aggressive buy zone. Let's see if this serves for us as a bounce back. You see, aggressive sellers are not that aggressive to break very fast price and consume all these orders, but the price moved. It's not a huge move actually. It's $10 move only, guys. Yes, it's $10 move only. It's not significant for the London session. Guys, remember, the most boring trading strategy is most profitable strategy. The most exciting and fun to use strategy is most unprofitable strategy. And ICT is fun to use because if we would trade on ICT, we would already be in a trade gambling. Hey LeBron, why do you say institutions should accumulate below the VWAP? I was answering this question, brother, because institutional traders receive orders and they cannot accumulate and buy above the VWAP because they will lose their job. That's not how the institutional traders work. They need to get a better price. Remember, they accumulate with 100 million contracts, and every penny, every cent is being accountable, right? They need the best price possible, and buying below the VWAP is the best price for the session, for the day. Yes, I will do the more videos. No worries. For now, just enjoy. You can ask any questions here. Aggressive indicates by bubbles. Yes, the bubbles are aggressive participants. Buys and sells. Same here for on a deep charts, right? The big trades. The bubbles that you see inside the candles, those are big trades, aggressive trades, and they usually pop instantly. Okay. Eric gave a sell setup in the scalp group. We had the level, but I will concentrate on the main group right now, guys. What do you mean bias? You don't need to set any bias. If you have order flow, you just mark the levels. What is the bias? We have levels and that's it. Yeah, you can watch the break of structure, previous day, highs, lows. But in general, I don't care about this when I have an order flow. I have levels. If the level is being confirmed by the order flow, that's it. You are the son of USSR Wall Street trader. Not the Wall Street, but yes, USSR. Waiting is money, yes. Most of the money is being made by waiting, guys, not trading. Now the London session is very boring, actually. It is very boring. No actually icebergs, nothing. No huge volume, no huge aggressivity, nothing, guys. So that's why we're gonna stream maybe 15-20 minutes and then I'll come back and during the New York session. It's very boring. I want to see action, right? Some action, some inflows, outflows. But right now it's nothing happens. As a beginner, what should you learn? ICT or price action? Just, I cannot suggest you both. None of these are my preference. Yes, my main group is level 2. Scalp group is more for hectic moves. I have some levels there. During the streams, I give these levels to Eric and he's just deciding when to give it buy or sell, and that's it. Scalp group is always more riskier because why we created this scalp group? Remember, in the main group we have maximum 2 setups a day, maximum, and people are getting bored. People are very impatient. It is so hard to deal with them. And scalp group was created only for those who want to trade actively, Yes, sometimes we do very good there and making a lot of profits, but it's always risky because scalp move is not about a highest confirmation. Have you tested? No, I didn't because the dirt bike will come tomorrow probably. Suggest something for beginners. Start learning auction market theory. I will type in auction market theory. Volume. Profiles. That's it. That's all you need. That's all you need. Learn this, not ICT. This is more valuable. I don't know, brother. It seems I will need to answer always the same questions. It's totally fine, but yeah, just if there will be a price action right now at a normal volume, I wouldn't be even watching the chart. I would be seeking for confirmation, but this is so boring. $10 move from opening breakout. $10 move, that's it so far. You see, guys, here's one more thing. Here is the previous 15-minute candle. You see? Here's the previous 15-minute candle. What you can see by this volume. So these are aggressive delta volume, right? So green are aggressive buyers, red are aggressive sellers. And what you see, the price moved down, right? We had a lot of actually aggressive buyers compared to aggressive sellers here, right? More buyers, you can see that, more buyers than these sellers. Why then price move down? You will ask. Then why these tools here doesn't work like I would love to see them to work. Okay, there is no way I can make it smaller. Again, whatever. So why price move down? Because at these levels we had passive sellers more. Passive sellers consumed all these aggressive contracts and moved price down. Even though we didn't have enough of aggressive sellers, but we had enough of passive sellers. And this volume is showing you absorption. So we absorbed these buyers right here, and here it is. 1% absorption on a wick right here. So volume is showing. And now here we are trying to absorb the sellers. You see, there is not enough of aggressive buyers. Again, look at that. No, at this territory, no. At this territory, no. A lot of aggressive buys, no. No one is buying, but passively they buy and absorb these sellers. The sellers are more active. You can see we marked this red line. The sellers are very active here, but they've been so far absorbed in the previous candle, right? It means the absorption is here happening, some small absorption. Hello, LeBron the best. Hello, hello. Why don't you trade other instruments? Why should I trade everything what moves? Can you explain me? The more you will be concentrated on few assets, the more you will be profitable. The people lose money because they just chase everything. They don't know anything about the New Zealand dollar. They don't know anything about, I don't know, GBP. They just come in and gamble. I don't want to, I need to know all the levels. I need everything what happened in the previous days, previous weeks at these levels. And following like 10 assets, you're not gonna be good at this. You won't be a good trader. Can you invest? Yes, you can invest in any of these assets, but trading on a daily, all makes no sense for me. Can we be profitable with the fundamental news without? Yes, you can, but that's more a swing trade. Yes, you can, of course. Fundamentals are really important to understand what is going to happen today, this week, what might happen, what not. But in general, of course, you need some strategy to understand how the price is moving. Yeah, absorption again, some small absorption. If you had to start from scratch, what would you start in terms of technical analysis? And then to work the way to building profitable system. Auction market theory. I was mentioning here already. Auction market theory. Again, volume, profile. This is the second time I'm giving this message here. Learn this, not ICT. Learn this and you'll be fine. And then add on top of that the order flow and heat maps. And you are in top 0.1% of people who understand how the price is being built. Yes, Ramdi, sorry, I misspelled maybe your name. Yes, of course, I teach every day. We give setups every day on a daily basis and giving a setup breakdowns. And of course, we have a mentor chat. If you join X9 community, you can be part of X9 community and connect with me and Eric and other mentors, and they teach you the order flow. Your father had such a nice piece of land for you, and you promised to build a house there, and you achieved such an inspiration. Thank you, brother. Yes, my father. I miss him, and yeah, he did everything he could for me. Of course, I wasn't rich. As well, he could be a rich guy, but he wasn't, because he was very honest. And to be rich in politics, you need to steal money. He wasn't that guy, unfortunately, or maybe for him it's for his reputation it's good, but for his pocket not. Yeah, especially in USSR. Can you recommend any better YouTube channel for this? Deep charts. Andrea, Fabio Valentini. Fabio Valentini, order flow. Andrea, deep charts. Here it is. Use them and be a good trader. Don't be a ICT army sheep. That doggy in the background. What was the one thing that... Okay, guys, the one thing that will make you profitable: not coming into the markets and becoming full-time trader instantly. Not in your first year. You need to have an income. You need to have some kind of a business, like I did. I didn't come with the $300 and made the, hundreds of $1,000s. I didn't. Have your income, build your capital. The bigger is your capital, the more you can make. The easier it will be for you to maintain the proper risks. And that's it. If you come with a $500, of course, it will be hectic for you to survive. Yes, you can make it through, but I would say you will lose anyway at some point, and then you will come back smarter with a bigger capital, and you will make it. And you will make it. No, prop firm is the worst thing you can do. Worst thing as a trader. No one is rich from a prop firms. It is the worst thing to invest. So funny. I started watching them, Andrea, Fabio, deep charts, and I didn't even know you traded that strategy. Actually, I'm being partnered with the deep charts with Andrea. We are right now building for X9 community the access for the deep charts for free. So I'm not just trading the same strategy. We are very connecting with Andrea, and I'm going to represent the deep charts itself. When a person is capable enough to handle his brain, he definitely will become a profitable one. Yes, yes. You see, guys, nothing. Nothing. It's a third candle defending this level. We are still defending this level. Look at that, guys. We still cannot break this range at all. Why can I fucking extend this? We still cannot break it. Passive aggressive buy. Here it is. This is the territory. Why we mark it? We see the absorption happening here, and we see how strong is this absorption. It's 13 minutes, even more. We are holding this level for now. Most boring thing. Okay, guys, 10 minutes. Let's have fun, and now we'll come back during the London or New York session. Sorry, guys. It will be more fun. There is just no bubbles. Look at that. Look, the chart is empty. Yes, we have some imbalances on sell. Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful. But no huge big trade. 19 contracts maximum. And the volume, delta volume for the past hour, let me tell you, it's 2.8 thousand. 2.8 thousand, which when there should be at least 7,000 during the London session. 7,000 at least to have a proper trading. And now it's only noise. Everything is noise. Oh, here it is. Aggressive buyers coming in. Aggressive buyers coming in. The first trade, guys. First big trade. Look at that. Here it is. 53 contracts on buy. Absorption happened. Now it's a buy. Now it's a buy. First big trade came in. Let's see. More trades. Imbalance being created. 104 imbalance with a ratio of 500% at least. Here it is, one more. Here it is. That's a confirmation for buy, first buy. But let's see. The first buyers came in. These are the huge buyers. Now, this is something. This is the first sign during the London session. Not always. No, I'm not always taking partials. If I scalp move, sometimes I open one position, maximum two positions. Here it is. Now they are moving the market up. Now they are moving market up. Here it is. Yes, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now we absorbed all the sellers moving up. And yeah. Here it is. Let's see this movement. Small scalp. Only small scalp, guys. Only small scalp. That's a first real confirmation, guys. That's a first real confirmation. I bought two positions. So far, $250 in profits. Okay, let me put it like that. Now the most important, not to see aggressive sellers and passive sellers coming in and ruining my setup. I will close position at 400 probably. 350, 400. Let's see. Kač, var uztaisīt man break even uz mana MetaTrader Vantage abiem positioniem. Look at that, the aggressivity coming in, guys. So this is a confirmation. Beautiful. Buy setup, $300, $400 right now. We're making money. Now this is the real volume. Now this is the real institutional accumulation, not the noise that we saw before, guys. I will put a break even right now at these trades. This is a scalp move. I'll try to chase $10 move right now. Here? Okay, that's it. We have a break even. That's a risk-free trade. I will close position when I will be satisfied. If not, that's a risk-free trade. But the confirmation is there, guys. It's a huge confirmation, actually. The level was there, holding. Now we see iceberg appeared, guys. You see the accumulation is still there. If I will tell you remove break even, I will tell you, but do not remove right now, okay? The first iceberg accumulating, that's a defense level. Confirmation, second confirmation came out. We're moving up. We are absorbing all the sellers. We are absorbing the sellers. Yes, sellers are coming in, guys. They are. But let's see how strong is the buying liquidity on the passive side. So far, we have first iceberg. You see, guys, 30 contracts on iceberg, but we saw only one visible. You see number one. What means number one? It means on the order book, before the price moved to that level, there was only one contract on buy. But eventually, 30 contracts appeared like that instantly and executed with the aggressive sellers. And sellers were trapped by that iceberg. So far we have $200 in profits, but I want more. Let it be zero, nothing, or at least $400. Now we are having a resistance sum. Yes, we have resistance, guys. The small resistance is there right now, but let's see. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Sellers can come strong as well. That's what we will see on the order flow. If these sellers will be absorbed, I'm holding position, and I'm holding right now. There is no huge sellers right now. The bubbles are aggressive orders. Remember, those are the orders executed on the market. Someone is being impatient, executing right now, but the iceberg was waiting patiently, reducing its exposure. An iceberg is a passive liquidity. Those are very completely different things, but they can be related. Guys, these bubbles are related to this iceberg because institutions accumulate 70% usually by the limit orders passively, and 30% they accumulate aggressively. And that's what they did. They defended level, accumulated aggressively, and added on top of that limit orders. So now we have $300 in profits so far. The confirmation came in. I went for long. That's it. This is high confirmation, guys. No ICT strategy will provide you this. And now we're moving back to the VWAP territory. Look at that. VWAP territory. Coming back to a VWAP territory. The yellow line. Brother, you can see, of course, I entered the trade. You see that on the screen. You see on the screen. $400 in profits, guys. Move break even now closer to the middle. Eric is just assisting me. He's moving to the break even middle. Now we are securing $200 in profits. We are securing $200 in profits. No, you are late already, brother. You are already late. I entered like 5 minutes ago. Here it is, $600. Beautiful. Guys, you see the order flow. Now you see the order flow. That's what you should wait, not trade the noise, but trade the confirmation. And when you use the ICT, you would trade the noise because you don't know what happened there, right? But now we see this level was defended. What is happening? Again, explaining you guys. This is the first accumulation zone. I was mentioning about this accumulation zone. And the price is moving back because we need to close these contracts, the iceberg contracts. And here was the passive aggressive buy defense absorbing the sellers. The whole textbook, guys, the whole textbook. If you rewatch the whole stream, you will see everything what we were mentioning here makes sense. Everything. Coming back, we didn't trade this noise. Some people would trade this noise, and I don't like it because there was no strong confirmation, guys. This is a gambling, but this one is a true setup, a beautiful setup, a beautiful confirmation. And now we are $1,000 in profits, guys. $1,000. Move up, 500 secure. Now we are moving up, guys. Beautiful, beautiful. That was a London session confirmation, guys. Level marked here. I marked it for you. I marked it on the heat map. We absorbed a lot of sellers right there. Let's look again. Look at that candle. You see, I was showing you a lot of sellers here. Look, a lot of sellers on a 15-minute time frame. And no huge aggressive buys, which means buyers are absorbing these sellers very heavily, very heavily. A lot of sellers being absorbed right here. And you see that bubble first, big trade bubble right here, 21 contract left behind and being absorbed. And being absorbed, acceptance right here. These big trades accepted our trade. When the first big trade appeared, I told you, that's it, that's the first action. Finally, we see something valuable. And here it is, 53 contracts, 23 contracts, 31 contract, 27 contract. We moved price up, beautiful. Execution, imbalances created, 500 imbalance. Again, 500 imbalance. Sellers being absorbed. Now aggressive buyers came in. Then we received an iceberg right here. The iceberg appeared right here somewhere. No, it's here. Sorry, guys. The iceberg was here. And beautiful. Confirmation there. We're still holding almost $1,000. $500 is secured. Okay, I will close one position with $400. Guys, I'm closing one position, securing profits. It's been already $10 move, guys. So, almost $500 secured. We're leaving one position still open. You can come into the X9 community, brother. Woo Cash. You can trade with me in X9 community for free. You can join our community and be part of it, and I will teach you the order flow. And you can watch these streams. Rewatch the whole stream. If you haven't been here from beginning, you will see how boring and patiently we were sitting here and just waiting for a price. And everything what I draw here was on point, guys. We're coming back to the first accumulation. $20, beautiful. We still can make profits. Yes, no TPs here. I closed one take profit at $10. I closed one take profit at $10, guys. That's it. Yes, the volume came only after 1 hour and 25 minutes. 1 hour and 25 minutes. Станислав, volume пришел очень поздно. В этом и прикол. До этого это все была херня полная, что происходило. Yeah, guys, we trade the real mechanics. The main idea of Excellent Community and my vision, not to trade retailers, what retailers are doing. Retailers usually do not trade order flow. Most of them do not trade. Of course, it's still retailer tool, but they usually do not trade. Okay, break even hit, right? Okay, we closed $400. We still might have opportunity to move up. We closed one position with $10. That's a beautiful setup, a beautiful scalp move. Now the sellers are stepping in back. Let me show the profits. It was TP. Okay. So we still closed. We made $672 in this trade. It was 5-7 minute trade probably, right? Okay, let's say 10 minutes. It was 10-minute trade. Using purely only order flow, guys. Purely only order flow. Thank you, brothers. Make sure to rewatch everything. You know, guys, real trading will be boring. It will be boring, and only when we enter the trade, it is becoming fun, right? But why ICT is so fun? These gurus are trading like 5 trades, like in 1 hour. These imbalances on 1 minute time frame imbalances. These imbalances appear everywhere, and you can trade like fair value gaps all the time. In order flow, we trade only real confirmation. We need the absorption. We need the levels. We need the icebergs. We need the heat maps. We need to see the CVD, cumulative volume delta. We need to see VWAP, right? All that stuff is more complicated and boring to represent for the community. That's why they switch to the gamblers. They watch the gamblers. Okay, guys, what happened? What is happening right now? First, selling pressure. Look at that. Absorption. It's still absorption, not aggressive sellers. You can see, guys. What is volume showing for us? A lot of aggressive buyers were absorbed by passive sellers because aggressive sellers are not that active here. They didn't move that much the price. But the absorption came up here, and the one big trade, 21 contract, right here, 21 contract is being absorbed by the passive sellers. So the passive liquidity came in on a passive sell side and moved the price down. It's still not aggression. We still have a potential to move up. We still have a potential to move up if the aggressive sellers won't step into the game. If the aggressive sellers will be very aggressive and this passive liquidity on the sell side will still remain there, yes, that's a trap for us. That's why I closed the position. We secured the profits, $10 move, beautiful. Now we need another one confirmation. Let's see. If the confirmation will come, we're gonna have another one trade, guys. That's just learning from Andrea and Fabio. YouTube content would be enough to build a profitable system, and anything else needed, complete beginner to advanced. It's hard to say. You need to understand, in order flow, everyone has a different approach. Yes, the Fabio is an amazing guy, but he's scalping very small moves. But you can learn a lot of things from him, a lot of things. But you'll need to adapt to the different executions by your own. But you learn from them, of course. Of course, it's very valuable information from Andrea and Fabio. Most important, I told you, do not rush things. Use the order flow. Use your demo account. Learn how to trade. I don't know, join maybe if you want to join Excellent Community because it's free. Learn with us or learn by yourself. No pressure. Most important, observe the charts. Do not rush things ahead. Do not put the money on the table. You need to learn. The order flow is very complex. It's not easy. It requires, knowing all the charts, all the patterns, all the movements, volume profiles, everything. Yeah. Look at that. First selling, we're absorbing sellers, guys. We are absorbing sellers. Damn. What the hell? Okay, let's see another confirmation, guys. Let's see another confirmation. Still, sellers are very passive, guys. Sellers are passive. It doesn't allow us to move up. But as well, the passive side on the buy is as well very active. So it means we are holding this level. Now, this is the next level of confirmation. You can see this is our line. We are on this line. Why this happening right here? Because there was a first support resistance polarity level. This is the polarity level. It can switch the sides, right? Now we are fighting for this zone, and probably we're gonna win. The buyers might win because the first confirmation came here. I don't see reason why we should move again down. I still want to see upper levels here. I want to see, but of course that's not a biggest confirmation yet. We don't see a lot of aggressive buyers coming in. No aggressive buyers. All aggressive buyers left here. These 50, 31, 25 contracts just appeared on a big trades and moved price up with the iceberg. That was our confirmation to buy and make $600. Now we are stuck here with some passive liquidity on sell and aggressive sellers as well, fighting for this level, polarity level. Now the next confirmation might come from here. Again, if we see aggressive aggressive bubbles coming in and absorbing all the aggressive sellers with the passive side liquidity right here, I'm going long. I'm going long, but I need to see a big trades. There is no big trade so far. Nothing usual, nothing unusual. I secured profits. I didn't want to lose. So let's see, guys. I have 2 phones. Actually 3, but the third one is for Eric to scalp groups and so on. I usually want to concentrate on the main group, guys. It's really hard to be in all groups. It's so hard. I try to be active everywhere, but the main group is the main group. I want to make more streams and create setups for the main group most of the time. What broker do you use? Vantage or Bull Waves? How long did it take you to learn order flow, depth of market, footprint, ATC? I've been trading order flow. It's hard to say. I don't want to lie. 3.5 years, but the auction market theory was there already 5-6 years ago. But I went through all the strategies, guys. That long time ago, I was trading trend lines. I was trading some kind of stupid theories and all that stuff. Patterns, head and shoulders, triangles, dog patterns, cat patterns, all that bullshit. I went through all that stuff. Nothing works. The only thing that works is auction market theory, volume profiles, and the order flow. That's a real edge. Nothing better for retailers. You won't find anything better. But the truth is, it's not really easy to master. You need to watch the charts whole day. With ICT, you don't need to watch anything. You just come in, you draw your fair value gap, and you just bounce back from that fair value gap, and you make money or you lose. That's it. It's easy. Nothing complex. And people love the ICT. That's why it's so popular. After how many years you started to be? After 5 years, brother, first good profits. Kāpēc payout vai tu maksā nodokļus? Protams, ka maksā nodokļus. Bet man ir firma. Ja tu ir firma, tu vari nemaksāt nodokļus. Tas būs tā kā peļņa. So guys, these questions, when I'm gonna be profitable, how long it takes to learn.
Deep down, you may still be that
Guys, it
same
will take
person.
ages. Be ready for that.
It's not who you are underneath.
Trading is not something that you can quick scheme to become rich. It's not like that. It is only designed for those who love the financial system and ready to live inside that financial system without distractions. Real trading is not about Miami gurus, brother. It's not about those guys who are having fun all day. It's not fun. You see, I'm here always, all day long, sticking to the charts and providing maximum value as possible. It's not fun at all sometimes, but it's fun when you make results. When everything is going like in your favor, if you see the yield, if you see the profits, then you say yourself, you know, it was worth it. It was worth it to waste a lot of time sitting here, waiting, watching boring charts and make profits. It was worth it. But until when you're not profitable, it will be very, very hard to sacrifice yourself. Not being distracted with all that noise, fun, and all that stuff. Yes, you can create the, but first of all, you need to join and register by our referral link. You need to use our link, register on Advantage or register on the Bullwaves, and then you will get the access to X9 community. Then you deposit and that's it. And all the money stays with you. We never accept any payments to the community. We do not receive any payments. You can join community, receive the full mentorship from me, from my team, all the setups, everything, information, updates, news, daily, guys. We do not hide any losses. We have losses, so we show everything as it is, guys. We're not here, you know, to boost my ego. We are here for real trading. Why only 6 months? What do you mean by 6 months? Why only 6 months? You see, guys, no confirmation. We do not trade this. We actually closed beautifully at the exact proper time. 2 positions making $672 for this session. So we're not rushing things ahead. We need another one confirmation. If the price is coming back to that passive aggressive buy zone, which you see on the, let me bring it right here so you can see it. So we're gonna buy again. We're gonna buy again. God damn, my laptop is going to fucking shit. Sorry guys. I need to charge my laptop. Okay, guys, let's wait for another one confirmation and we end the stream. I will come back during the New York session. Still very boring. But the one thing happened. The beautiful iceberg appeared. Accumulation started aggressively. That's it. Yes, of course I did. I did trade ICT. I just was trying that strategy. I still use some aspects of smart money concept. I still use smart money concept aspect. Don't get me wrong. I use the order blocks, yes, but the order block itself is from the order flow. You can see it on the order flow. Smart money concept never invented an ICT, never invented any of these terms. You need to understand, even the ICT is rebranded auction market theory. You need to understand that. They never invented any new strategies. They just gave a new appearance, a new cover with more simplified, oversimplified theory for a retailer. So they started to sell courses and they made a lot of money. The ICT guy who was inventing the strategy, he's not a trader. He was never profitable. He's the biggest course seller in this planet Earth. Why you deleted previous life? I didn't delete the previous life. What brand of laptop should I start with after sometime trading in phone? Or trading order flow on a phone is not possible. You need to have a good laptop, and deep charts are available only on the PC version laptops, so Windows. Yes, Madhav server. Sorry, I cannot spell your name correctly. You can take some aspects of smart money concept, but most important, the confirmation, the real confirmation with a real, not a theory, comes only and only from the order flow. Order flow is not a theory, guys. Theory is ICT, and theory is nothing. It's nothing more than just an astrology. Astrology is a theory. It's just something that is not existing in this world. The astrology, you know, those who calculate their destiny by looking at the stars, it's not being proven. That's not a mechanic. The order flow is a real data, guys. It's a real mechanic, and you can see only real things in the order flow. ICT doesn't provide you anything real. It's just a concept based on nothing, on just because he's seeing the market like he's seeing. That's it. There is no real edge in ICT and smart money concept. But the volume is a real thing, because volume, that's something is being calculated. That's why volume profiles has more meaning than ICT. No, order flow is not free. That's a very complex and not cheap tool, actually. If you're not you don't have a normal capital to trade, if you don't have normal capital to buy proper tools, you shouldn't be trading order flow and coming into trading. Guys, that's why ICT is so easy. You don't need to buy anything. Imagine people being fooled for many years because it's so easy. You don't need anything. Just draw the boxes, make money, be rich, drive Ferraris. That's what people been fooled, how they've been fooled for the past 3-4 years. And still, I don't see any ICT strategy guy in my circle who's making a lot of money. I still don't see them. Guys, no confirmation. It's boring. No confirmation, you see. We do not trade without confirmation, but we closed our trade beautifully. You see, when I started to spot at first signs of the sellers, I moved to the break even. Not even a break even, it's a half position size. I closed one position at $417 in plus, and second $255. Now there is again no confirmation. It's choppy. The market is choppy. It's not the best way to trade. Now let's see if this iceberg will repeat the move. If this iceberg is repeating the move, guys, we are buying. The same institution might repeat the same move, absorbing sellers right here. Let's move again. Let's move again. This is our territory of accumulation. Defensive zone. If we're gonna defend the zone again, I might buy back again. We're waiting for the last confirmation. That's it. And I'm moving. I'm gonna do my stuff, daily stuff. I'm gonna eat, and I will come back during the New York session. That's it. It will be more valuable information there. There is no big trades for now. You see, there is no big trades at all. Nothing happens. It's very, very low volume. For the past hour, we had on the Delta contracts, let me tell you, 2.8 thousand contracts. Now we are having 2.7. So less than 3,000 contracts. That's a thin liquidity area for the London session, guys. London session should be consisted of the 6,000 contracts in 1 hour at least. That's a nice volume to trade, actually. And now there is no confirmation, because when you trade these candles are not being moved by the huge institutions. Guys, the main idea of the order flow, remember, is to move with the flow with the big players. You see the big players, you see the big institutions, and you want to be part of their move. That's it. You don't want to move with the smaller participants, because smaller participants will lose at some point. But the big players, big fish, sharks and whales, you want to be on their side. And that's what the order flow is showing you, right? You see, here's the big shark. Here's the big move. Here it is. Look at these guys. And we caught the same flow with them and made profits. That's all we need. Okay, guys. No confirmation. Okay, 2 take profits. For now, London session is still profitable. Let's make the New York session profitable as well. I'm ending the stream for now. I need to eat. I still didn't have any breakfast. Eric is starving. Yes, I will go and eat some food. Make sure to rewatch the stream, guys. Very valuable stream. Even in thin liquidity area, we didn't trade noise, we didn't trade first breakout, we traded the confirmation. Only and only the confirmation. That's it. Okay, some activity started. Let's see. A few minutes. Let me wait a few minutes. Some activity started. New candle, new hour open, new hour candle. New 15-minute candle as well. Still no confirmation, guys. Still no confirmation. That's it. First absorption. Okay, let's see, guys. Maybe that's another one setup. Maybe that's another setup. We're defending the level. Let's see how strong is this aggressive sellers. Here it is. Aggressive sellers started to breach the wall. Passive liquidity on the buy side. Buy side passive buyers are still there, trying to reload the contracts. They're trying to reload the contracts. Thank you, brother. Albi. Yes, the lemon with the honey. That's I drink sometimes lemon, honey, and hot water. You want to see when I'm entering the trade? Everyone wants to see when I'm entering the trade. What we are waiting to defend this level again, first of all, we need to see huge aggressive selling bubbles, red bubbles. They should stay in this place. Let me switch to the first screen. I want to see these bubbles appear here, but then aggressive buy bubbles appear as well and push price up. That's a huge confirmation. Red bubbles absorbed by the passive sells, and then aggressivity comes in from the buyers. And that's it, I'm buying again. I'm buying again if that is going to happen. But for now, there is nothing. Not here, not on the deep trades, nowhere. We just see some aggressive sellers stepping in, by 1, 2, 3 contracts. That's a noise. That's a small investors. Small investors do not they act like a noise. The big institutions, they act differently, guys. They buy with the big contracts. For them, 3 contracts, that's nothing. As I mentioned before, the order flow, the main idea of the order flow is be on the right side, not chasing the move, right? For example, if you would short right here, you would make money, of course, but on which side are you? That's a noise side, that's a smaller participant. Now they can be trapped again. I want to be always on the side of the huge players. And that's the main idea of the order flow, is to catch the biggest confirmation with the biggest institutions. Okay guys, it's boring. It's hella boring. Nothing happens. See you on the New York session. Let's have 2-3 hours New York session trade. For now, take a rest. Let's just observe the price. We have these levels, you can see our levels are here. If we're gonna defend this level, amazing, long. If not, we're waiting for the next levels here. I want to wait 4,055. That's a buying zone for me, or selling zone from here, 4,100. That's a selling zone. That was a breaking range. And here's the first accumulation. That's an interest zone, guys. I'm just telling. The price might come back here again to refill this all. That's what actually happened almost, you see, and we came back to retest because this was the first accumulation. Usually they want to come back. If they lost their positions, the huge guys will push price back at the best price here. So now we're just trying to break that level. Let's see. Defense is there, but no volume, very boring. Everyone is waiting for PCI data. PCE, guys, sorry, price index. Yeah. No, let's see the red bubbles. Let's see a huge bubbles. Come on. You see the it's noise, nothing happens. Here is the first bubble, small one, very small one. No big contracts, guys, no huge players stepping into the game. Next absorption might happen here. Yeah, moving down, okay, we're breaking. Very slow, no aggressivity at all. Your color grading is the best in DaVinci. Thank you. Yes, I learned a lot in color grading. I spent just thousand hours just using correct color correction, color transform tools, all that stuff. If you provide most of the trades in Telegram, why not copy trading? Because it's not good having copy trading. You need to learn execution. Trading most of the time depends from your execution. From your execution, not mine. Do big boys have specific times from your experience when they... Yes, of course, during the London session sometimes. Yes, yesterday there was a big boys. And next is at 15 o'clock by Latvian time, pre-market. As well, some huge institutions started to pricing in the news or something else. And the New York session. The New York session is more hectic. That's when we can see 200 bubble contracts, and that's a high confirmation, guys. A lot of contracts will come into the New York session. Okay, here it is. First, aggressive bubbles, selling bubbles. Still no big trades, guys. Those are small participants moving the market. Because why smaller participants can move the market? Because liquidity is thin. In every hour, there is only 2.7 contracts on a delta. That's not significant. And it's easier for smaller investors who have like $100,000 to move the markets. VL Nur. Congrats. Yes, it's not easy. It's not easy. To be profitable is not easy. Yes, I'll go ahead to take profit 1. And Scalp Group as well, yes? Eric, your setup. TP1, your setup, right? So the Scalp Group setup as well is working. Guys, the Scalp Group, we calculate the levels before every day. We see the levels. If there is a good chance to short, we short, we long, but in the main group, we seek only for a highest confirmation, And sometimes it might take like 12 hours to find the best spot for a longer short using the order flow. Okay, guys, here's the first absorption. We're still defending level again. We're trying hard to defend this level. Again, the wick, but no aggressive buyers. You see? No aggressive buyers stepping into the game, which means we're still not going long. It's not good. We only have a passive liquidity. So passive liquidity is trying probably right now to consume all the aggressive sellers. They want to try to consume all of them. And if they will deplete in resources, they will add the aggressive contracts on buy and move price up. That's what I'm seeking for buy option, right? I'm not selling right now because it's too late. We should sell from these territories. Now it's about the buying. Because we are, look at that, we are below the VWAP territory. We are below the VWAP territory, guys. VWAP is here, extended. And the lower we are below the VWAP territory, the better it is to buy rather than sell. Again, absorption, guys, huge. Now look at that, look at that, look at that. Now that's what I'm talking about. The first buying contract, but no big trades, no big institutions, but here it is, one more confirmation. That's again the buy. That's again the buy. But not strong enough, guys, not strong enough. I don't see a huge bubbles yet. I don't see a huge bubbles yet. Yes, we defended again. We absorbed all the sellers. This is a pure absorption with the passive buyers, you see, placing the walls and absorbing everyone who is coming below that area. And here comes again this level. If it's going to be confirmed, I'm gonna buy. But now we have only few aggressive bubbles so far. It's not enough. It's like probably 15, 14 contracts. It's very small. I want to see something bigger. I want to see something bigger. Of course, for long, yes. I was mentioning because there is no reason to sell below the VWAP territory. We are below the VWAP right now. I don't want to sell there. I want to accumulate there. It's always slightly moving up, but not huge aggressive buys, guys. We need bigger participants. We need the bigger participants. Can't wait for more cinematic storytelling videos on YouTube. Yes, the soon will be a day in a life. Day in a life video is coming out probably next week on Monday or Tuesday. I hope so. A lot of interesting things. You'll see the deep charts partnership there, Andrea, what we talked about him, a day in a life, trades as well, what I do in the morning, how I wake up, what we do with Eric, the whole day. You will see. It will be on the next week available on the YouTube. I hope it is going to be very, very valuable for you and very beautiful video. I shoot only on cinematic cameras, everything, so it should be very luxury content in terms of footage, not by the Ferraris and all that stuff. So you buy below the VWAP territory and sell above. Yes, but not always. There is some exceptions when you shouldn't do that. Right now in this choppy market, 100%. 100%. In this choppy market, never buy above the VWAP. And never sell below the VWAP. You will be trapped. Institutions never do that. Never do that. Here it is again. Passive liquidity coming in. Passive liquidity is coming in. Let's see absorption. Again, if you're gonna see aggressive, huge bubbles, I will make a long setup, short, long setup, not $5 move max. $5 move. Absorption, let's go. Here is new passive liquidity coming in. That's a first confirmation, but not strong. We need more. We need more confirmation to be more secured. Let's see. You see how this territory is being defended, guys. I marked it like an hour ago. This territory is always being defended because that's where the iceberg is being placed. That's where the absorption first came out. It doesn't matter this move, what happened with this move. The most important that all the thing happened here. Of course, at some point we will break it, but now it's still the level. It's still confirmation for us to catch a small scalp move up. Okay, I'm long. I'm open small position, only small position, not a huge confirmation, but I can make some profits. I opened, guys, position. Only one position, only one small position, not more than that. Not more than that. We need bigger confirmation. I'm gonna close if the price is moving fast down with aggressive sellers. I'm gonna close him in a loss. Because the stop loss here should be very tight. Can you put the stop loss, Eric? While I'm here, I will tell you. Can you put the stop loss at 73? And I will tell you to remove if something wrong, right? So we are in profits, $100. We have a defensive wall right now. We have a defensive wall. Passive liquidity is defending us, but how strong will be aggressive sellers? I have no clue because we didn't see that. We didn't see that. We absorbed the passive sellers here. So the passive sellers are, aggressive sellers were absorbed here. Now we're moving up. And yeah, the passive liquidity, only passive liquidity on buy is providing us a defense level. That's why we are moving up. No huge participants, guys, so far. No huge institutions. This is very small scalp move. Be careful. Because if there is no huge institutions, you might be not on the right side now. But so far we have liquidity that is defending us. Beautiful. And you can see, look at that chart. Right here, look at that chart. You see this territory, that's where the huge players stepped in. That's where the iceberg were placed. They still defend this level. Let's mark it up. They still defend this level, exactly this level. Here's the buy again. The biggest buy is happening always in this territory and the comics charts. It's 40.91, 40.91 on the comics charts. We're defending this level and we're moving up. Not a huge buying pressure, of course, not a huge. Okay, you see, we absorbed one bubble. We absorbed one bubble. I have very tight stop loss, guys. If I lose, I lose. That's because that's not a highest confirmation. If that will be a high confirmation, I would have a wider stop loss. I don't care. Now we have two trades in profits. We can risk this one with the last confirmation. But I don't see a huge confirmation for buy now. I wouldn't go 3 positions all in from here. That's only small scalp move. Let's see. Why the markets are choppy. 3 years? Brothers, you know how many accounts I changed? Yes, you can come in X9 community and see all the profits, Maya. We have MyFX book as well. You can follow and ask MyFX book, guys. Okay, guys, that's a confirmation that we're not defending anymore at this level so far. But I have a stop loss. Come on. Can we provide more liquidity? to defend level. Can we provide it or not? Okay, guys, that's I can see there is not enough no aggressive buyers. I would exit this setup for now. I would exit the setup even with a small loss. I don't like what I'm seeing right now. The order flow is not showing anymore any signs. No more signs. Yes, the passive liquidity is still there, but not strong. I will close probably my position, guys. If you want to see my profits for this year in this account, I can show you. Here's the last year, guys. Here it is. You can see. It's $285,000 in profits this year. So I made crazy actually. That's actually crazy. I made on top of the $300,000. I made $285,000. This is a yearly statement. Okay, what is happening? We are in minus $130. Okay, we lost this. We lost this. We lost this. Yes. Stop loss. You see, no high confirmation. You never risk too much. You put just a very narrow stop loss, very narrow, because no high confirmation. If there will be aggressive buyers, I would have a stop loss $10, $15. Now I had only $3 stop loss. That's it. We don't need to risk. If you want to risk with one confirmation, use always tighter stop loss. What do you mean switching accounts? What is fishy for you? Do you know? I have Bybit, I have Wix, I have Binance. What do you mean switching? I use different platforms for different purposes. Brother, you know, you act like you are a policeman here. When you join X9 community, come in and I'll show you all the profits. Right now, you're just here a viewer and pay respect, please. If something is fishy, go watch TGR. Because I just love these people, like coming and dictating, oh, something is fishy here. Do you buy courses? Do I sell you something? What is fishy for you? These retailers. Yeah, these guys are just, you know, detective. Something is fishy here. Okay, guys, that's a stop loss. We closed the position. So today we made $463 so far. This move is still valid. I still think we're gonna move probably up, but there was no high confirmation from big institutions. As you see on the order flow itself, right? No big trades, only one aggressive buying contract, only 19 contracts. That's not still a huge institution, right? So that's why there was only one position and with a narrow stop loss. That's it. Not enough liquidity today for the London session. Let's wait for the New York session and move up with the order flow. Thank you guys for the stream. See you and stay patient, guys. Not rush things ahead. Not rushing things ahead.